Well, we got, I do believe, just about every piece of Milton we need looked at, except for a couple of little things, and we've kind of moved our way back over here to the main house in the main town. Hello, everybody, this is Frogman. Welcome back to The Long Dark and our Interloper run. I have a pile of birch sticks and things laying here on the floor, and a whole bunch of other stuff. I've kind of gone and cleaned up my inventory just slightly. We're going to take a few of these along with us, because at the next time we make a fire, we're going to cook all of them and bring it along. I am going to pack a little heavy this time because we're going to head towards Hush River. I want to go get the goodies out of Hush River, but I'm also going to bring some of this stuff up to the trailer so that we can have it for later. So I do want to make sure that I have at least a couple of flares on us. We do. We have one of these. We're good. We have our bedroll. We have the 2 arrowheads and a few other things that we need to make. And I have a couple things. I'm bringing the quality tools along with the hacksaw and the normal everyday things that we're going to bring with us. I am going to grab another one of these. And then I think we're going to leave. I'm going to leave the coal and the wood sitting right here. I want to go ahead and grab these guys up and take them with us, because we're going to go to the next area where there will be a workbench, and I want to leave these next to a workbench. So this stuff can stay. This is just random here and there kinds of things as always. So let's go and get on with this little silly little process. We need to go towards Hush River because I want to go to the signal fire and I want to go to the ice caves and explore them. Recently I did a kind of a just random start, or just whatever start, and ended up in I think I ended up in the basin and went to Hush River, and because that was going to be about the closest place to find a bedroll at that point. And I figured, well, we would check a few things out, and I found a few things that were very interesting. So I'm kind of wanting to go back to that spot and see if that's something I can expect if I find it there. I had a really rare spawn of mountain climbing socks in Hush River. Very rare spawn. I know of only about 1 or 2 places where those can possibly ever really show up, and that one was rather interesting. That like I said, it's first time playing 1,500 some odd hours, and at least the last, I don't know, 700 has been in Interloper. That's the first time I've ever found climbing socks. So we're gonna go this direction. She's gonna be complaining and cold because it's kind of a blizzard. We're past day 50 now, so we're going to be looking at consistently colder temperatures all the time. And we are not as geared as I wanted to be at this point, but that's okay. We'll get over it.
Feel my hands.
Let's see. Let's check all these cars real quick. We're going to just run over to the church. We should have a present waiting for us in the church. I don't see anything in here. Yep, here we go. Down already. There's already a wolf in the way.
It was so cold, I'm warming up a bit.
May have to take a shot at him. We may be able to scare him. Where's he at? Come on, dude. Come out here. Thank you. Oh, it's slowing down, looks like, maybe. Would really more crackers. I left all those crackers. Oh, well, whatever. That's no big deal. We'll bring the crackers along with us. The crackers sitting in Grey Mother's will be just fine. Or the farm, whatever you want to call that house. It's Grey Mother's from now on. Ever since Story came out to be, it's Grey Mother's. All right, now there's never anything in this church except for that thing. Maybe we'll find a little bit of food. There is a bed over here we're going to go use to warm up very quickly. Once in a while, you'll find a piece of food. Once in a while, you'll find a thing over here. And somewhere in this church, I think we should find a magnifying glass. And I have no idea where it is because, like, I don't think I've ever even found it in here before. Am I blind? It's okay, we need to warm up anyway. There it is. How good is this one? 35% versus the one we have right now, which is... We will be taking that one with us to town, to the next zone. Okay, I do want to go ahead and warm up in here very quickly. You don't need to eat trees. Let's just pass a little time and warm up. Get all the way warmed up. Thank you. Quit eating trees. They're not good for you. We have a whole bunch of food we need to eat. Let's see if we can get sick off that. And maybe we can get sick off this. And maybe we can get sick off that. No? How about those? Cool. Whatever. We'll just have some soda and a drink and get out of here. Okay. Let's go back here really quickly. Again, leaving the cattails. I want to see. We got a maple. No deer carcass. Okay, I'm going to leave that up there. We have a dozen of these things at this point. Let's go up to this trailer, and then let's move our way on into the next zone, possibly. We might go see if the moose is up. If the moose is up, I may go ahead and kill him. Just so we can get his skin on the ground. Because it would be kind of nice to come out of Hush with a with a moose hide sitting out here ready for us. Of course, we could kill one in Hush. If we're lucky, we might be able to find one. I never walk that road. I never walk that road. I've been beat up by wolves on that road so many times. All right, so that corpse is there. We don't get the deer here. Where's the other deer? Well, let's leave a little bit of firewood right here. We'll drop everything because we're going to pick up a whole bunch on the way by. I'm keeping a single piece of coal on me for right now. All right, this trailer has a workbench in it, and this trailer also has one of the magic beds. And by magic bed, I mean a bed that will cure you or heal you a little bit more than it should based on, you know, what normally does happen. This bed is one of those magic healing beds that if you get really sick or beat up, it will heal you more than it should. But we don't need it right now. Bandage, yeah, I'll take a bandage, sure. Cloth, spray paint, no. All right, so we're going to leave a bunch of stuff here in this actual trailer. We don't need any of these sticks. We're going to leave all these sticks for later. We will probably come back and at least carve up most of them into something else. I'm going to fix, or should say, yes, we're going to build 2 of these, please, with our... We should have 2 arrows. Let's go ahead and build both of those. That'll warm us up nicely. Maybe kind of heal us a little bit. Yes, I just saw it tick a little. Then we're going to leave a bunch of our leftover stuff here. I only get 11 pounds in that thing, so let's just go ahead and drop the stuff we're not going to take with us. We're not going to take that. We're not going to take that. We're going to bring this. We are going to bring everything else that's in this list here. Everything. We're going to put the feathers away. We don't need those. So let's see. The feathers. I'm going to bring that piece of cloth. I'm going to bring this piece of leather just in case. I'm going to leave all these here because there's not a workbench in that place. The rock can stay. I will leave this here just as a kind of a way to try to lighten things up a little bit. We're going to bring all this canned food with us because there's a good chance we may not find anything edible in that zone. I will bring 3 emergency stems just in case we need them. And you are staying here along with possibly some of these matches. Actually, I can set those up to combine. Right? Yes, transfer all of those, and then we'll put those 80s in here for now. We're going to find a bunch of matches in that zone. If we're lucky, we should find at least 2, maybe 3 more boxes of matches. Plus, we have this, so we're fine. We have a bunch of birch bark. That's good. I think we're good to go. I have a pot. I have a thing. I have some stuff. Let's get ourselves moving on forward. Drink some water. I would really like the sun to come up so I can do some cooking, but we're going to move on. So, yes, this stuff will be cured by the time we get back and be ready to process. We'll probably leave some of them here in this building, possibly. Just depends on what we feel like doing. But let's go see what's happening outside. Okay, Senior Moose is over here. Let's go see if he's here. See, that's why I don't walk up and down this road. Because they like to travel this road. All right, cool. Go see if the moose is over here. Now, theoretically, this is probably the one we should have come to go kill initially. So we get a deer, a couple of rabbits. He'll spawn right out here in the middle of this lake. We get the 3 deer. That's cool. Well, I don't need the deer right now. We're going in there, so I don't need to be messing with you guys at all. I think, if anything, I might pick a couple of these. How much do we have? 35 is plenty. We're going to leave out of Hush River with a lot of cattails. I'm going to probably pick as many of them as I can, to the point I should probably leave some of these here. So let's go into the river, into the hushed area. We're going to do all the fun stuff. We got to go to the signal fire. We got to go to the, we need to go to the ice caves. We got to pick up a bunch of cool stuff. If we're lucky, we'll run into another bedroll. We should actually get another bedroll. There's another hammer. There's another hacksaw. There's at least 1 pry bar, maybe 2. Plenty more clothing. I'd like to get the Mackinac if we can today. That would be amazing. Which is the reason why I bought a bunch of cloth with me. So, and we should get a better set of pants. Now, whether or not we're going to get this done today, I don't know. We've got half of the episode is over with at this point. So, I'm not going to try to rush, rhymed, but I do kind of want to move through it reasonably quickly. I want to make sure we hit the spots that are going to have the clothing that could deteriorate past usability first, which is going to be the signal fire and one of the caves. Or 2 of the caves, actually. So we're going to kind of just move on through this rather quickly, and then we'll go ahead and look at the stuff that will possibly spawn. But we are going to collect coal. This is an excellent area to get coal. Excellent area to get coal. There is so much coal in these caves. Just tons of coal. One of those caves can produce like almost 10 at one point. Like 7, I think. But we are going to pack up coal because we could quite possibly be here for a while. Again, Hush River is another one of those wonderful places to come spend some time once you learn it. Once you know what it's about, once you understand it. And there's still a few times where I'll get lost in the ice caves because they're a little confusing. But once you understand where things should be and how to generally get to them, it is totally worth coming in, because of the clothing and the other things you will find. This is one of the loot richest zones in the game for an interloper. More so than the summit, technically. Let's see what we get. Tell me the sun's up. It's not. Amazing. All right, now, those of you that have been here, you know what you're looking for. We're not going to be able to see it. It's foggy. I could pass time. We're looking for the signal fire that is going to be either right straight in front of us or off to the side over here. When it's this foggy, when I show up and it looks like this, there's two directions you can go. You can either get out that direction and head down the logs, or you can come down to the whatever this stair-step falls section is. My favorite section is to come to stair-step falls because there's an offhand chance almost every time that there will be a snow shelter out here, and rabbits and food and possibly a dead deer carcass. Now, I'm not planning on hauling any kind of skins or stuff out of this zone. I really have no interest in doing that this early in game. It's kind of one of those later on things. What do you do? Like we've said a few times, after, you know, day 150 or day whatever. If you're looking for something to do, you come in here and you look for things. I don't even know if I'm going to haul any of the saplings out at this point, because you saw the stack we had, and we still have tons and tons of saplings. Now, right there, right in here is Stair-Step Falls. Right there, occasionally, right down there by that little spot, there may be a snow shelter. This is the bypass zone around all of the danger that could be down here. There is a path that if you stay high up here, you will come around to this path that will let you look down on all of the area, to include Stair-Step Lake, to include the area that you may have to deal with many wolves. There's one, I think there's one of these. Maybe two, I forget exactly. What I'm doing is I'm heading for a specific location at this point. I did make sure we brought one. Good deal. Okay. I'm heading for a very specific location at this point. In the center of this area, technically, pretty much in the center of this area is a cave, and that cave will generally be where you base in Hush River, or where you should think about basing out of. And I'm kind of hurrying right now because it's getting on towards the end of the day, and I don't want to have to deal with a blizzard should one pop up. But this little path will take you kind of all the way down onto the ridge where you need to kind of think about it, and let you look down into this area, because there's a wolf that haunts this section of this area right there. He'll also go over there by those trees over there. The cave we want is in that rock right there, and if we go around the corner over here, you kind of have a pathway that'll lead you right down somewhat into a safe direction, so that you can keep your eyes open and peeled for the said wolf that's out here. Now, if you go over this direction, we look over here, the other way down is over there, right down there. That's the trees, and it comes down and it wanders around and it comes back over into this area. If I can't see anything, like I can kind of not really see right now, this is how I go in, on the top of this ridge. So we need to look and see, is it there? I don't see the smoke, which means likely it's right there. Okay, that's the easy one. Good deal. All right, nice. We know where it's at now. We're in the center of the zone. It can be on that mountain over there, right there above the other ice cave plateau over there, or it can be on this side over here. Now, if you come in and it's on that side right there, there's a rope right up there that you can climb to get to. There's also a cave down here in the bottom section, we will check, that comes out over there. So it's one of those, when you come in and you can see, like you can kind of see what's going on right now, you can make your way towards where you need to go. Now, we're going to go over to this cave that I'm looking for as far as trying to be our base section area very carefully, and make sure we don't get murdered by a wolf, because I don't see him. We get a deer carcass here. Good. I'm going to go ahead and walk down the river a little bit.
Did I say I hate being cold? Because I really do.
I think that's the first time you've said that today. Now, I'm going to go ahead and pick a bunch of these. And depending on what we find and where things are is whether or not we'll do even more work. Okay, he's over there. That's kind of where I wanted him to be. Now, this area is full of things to look for. I mean, just full of little spots to just explore and look around and kind of keep your eyes open on things. And it's kind of a nice day to be out right now, but this is also kind of blizzard weather in this zone. So I do kind of want to be rather careful. There's almost always a piece of wood right there. That's cool. Okay, so there's one over there for sure. Is the deer here? No, I don't think so. Okay, so there's a couple of rabbits up here that I usually tend to try to take out for dinner. Just so that they don't call the wolf in. Actually, I probably should just shoot them with the bow. Let's just get rid of these guys. I don't need them up here. They will call the wolf in. The wolf will come up here and hunt them. Dang it. The wolf will come up here and hunt them, and then he'll be right at your door. He lives right around the corner over here. Wow, how did I overshoot him that badly? Speaking of, there's the wolf. Maybe we can get the wolf to kill the rabbit, and then we can kill the wolf. Oh, shoot. Where did it go? Well, buddy, thank you for killing my dinner, but you didn't do anything else for me. I'm going to go in my cave real quick and see if you'll just decide to come say hi. It's kind of cold and we're losing our condition. Did I just see what I think I saw? You've got to be kidding me. Am I going to get 2 of them? What? There's no reason to go to the signal fire now. There's utterly no reason to go to the signal fire now. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. Fix. Do it again. There's literally no need to go to the signal fire now. That is ridiculous.
I'm starving.
That's the only reason why I was going to go up to the signal fire is for that Mackinac jacket. Ending 3. Wonderful. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're going to take a little, just pretty much sit down and get sorted out here. This is the base cave. This is where I base out of when I come to this general area. I try to get a few things knocked out. I try to get the wood and the firewood and the things done. Normally there is a ski jacket here, one of these, or one of the other things. So that's probably the first time I've ever found a Mackinac jacket here. So, all right. I am going to, excuse me, I do apologize for that. I really should not spend so much time outside when we have a wonderful cloudy weather that we've been having. So he's going to sit there and squeal at us and make all kinds of noise. So I think what I'm going to do is we're going to make a fire. I'm going to cook a few things up, and I will be back with you guys. We're going to go through the night, and I want to go down to the bottom over here and pick up a couple of things, and then we'll end the episode. So let me get squared away and camped up, and I will see you guys in the morning. Okay, so it's the next day and the weather looks like utter crap. So let's see if we can't capitalize on that. It looks like we might be having a blizzard pickup. The wolf decided to hang out beside me all day and not go away. He sat right outside the cave this whole time. So we're going to go down to the river now. Hopefully he's not here. Yes, this is insane. Yes, it's going to be a little loud, and for that I do apologize. But I do want to get down to the river. I just want to see if the wolf is out here. He's over there, isn't he? Yeah, okay. I was going to say maybe it's a good idea. I think what I'm going to do is we're going to sit in here and pass a little bit of time and read a book then. Let's see if we can finish this book. All right, so we got the book read, dropped. That might clear all the critters out of the way, and the sun's out, and that's beautiful. Okay, let's try this again. I know it's kind of towards the end of the day. We're going to spend some time in a cave, so I don't really care if I'm tired. Now, I did pick up my bedroll, and I'm going to leave a few things behind, but not a lot. Let's go see if he's out here. I need to get over there. Now, there's a bunch of little cubby holes around the back side of this area that if you're playing something like Stalker, it's a good place to look as well. Because there's rifles, and there's pistols, and there's revolvers, I should say. There's stuff all over the place. Now, along this back corner over here, there's two places I want to go check into. One of which being the guaranteed match spawn that's down on the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of show you guys from here where we're at. You can see where this is, where that cave is. If you spawn in Hush River, your goal is to get down to here as quickly as you possibly can. Get down to the actual river down here. Now, this line down, there's going to be a wolf right there. You can see him. He's almost always going to be there. We want to go down to the other side of this area because there's a cave down on the bottom part of this that will have matches in it. So I'm going to try to show you at least the guaranteed spot. You will find matches if you're in Hush River. I'm just trying to make sure that I don't get snuck up on by a wolf. Now, along the back over here is one of the places where a camp can spawn. I've actually had it happen in here more often than not. But I don't think we're going to get it this time. Somewhere along the back end here, I forget exactly where. I think it's actually like right here, right there. There'll be a little snow shelter with a piece of meat on it and on a fire and a pot and some other goodies. Not as good as the stuff that'll be up by the signal fire, but it does happen.
Starting to feel numb.
Yes, I know. You're cold. We're going down to the river. But there should be a log that goes down right there, and I'm just going to go ahead and kind of go around this log and down to the river. And we're going to go get our matches. And then we're going to go into an ice cave. I'm going to leave all these guys alone. I don't need them right now. I really should stick my head in over there and see if the moose is down there. But once you get down to this part of the river, we need to go this direction. Oh my goodness. You act like you're dying. And there will be a cave right there next to that rope. Now, what I want to try to do for the rest of the remainder of this episode is I want to go from here into the hidden cave behind the waterfall over here, and we're going to go get our next upgrade for clothing. Again, I was not expecting to get a Mackinaw when we got one. I don't know if I've ever picked one up in that cave, ever, period. But right in here, in this area, there will be some matches for free. There, I should say free. These are guaranteed matches right here all the time. There will also be a massive chunk of coal in here usually. And I forgot I should have left a bunch of that coal in that cave. We're going to be way overweight with coal. Okay. We're going to have to go fend ourselves off with a wolf. Let's go. Let's do this real quick. I'm just going to pass time for an hour, get our warmth back up. Thank you. We're going to be spending the night in a cave, in an ice cave. We just need to get over to that ice cave. Maybe I'll take that because I don't think we have any sticks on us. But yeah, this is the goal. When you spawn in Hush River, If you spawn anywhere other than close to the other side of the map over there, you get down to this cave as quickly as you possibly can and pick that up. Now, the other thing you can do once you get down here is then this rope right here, you can climb right up that rope and then go right over towards that signal fire, and in that cave complex up there will be your bedroll, which if we're lucky we'll find it today too, except we're gonna go a little bit different. I'm gonna kind of leave some of these cattails for now because we need to get into this other cave and find this wolf. I really need to quit picking these up. Okay, did I pick any of those up? I did. Good Lord, is it loud. All right, this should be as good a spot as any. Come here. Don't bounce off the wall. Uh-oh. That'll work. Goodbye. I'd just like to get inside so that this wind noise will shut up. All right, I'm going to leave a bunch of coal right here. Because it's likely that we'll either come back through here, go back up that log up there, or we will go around, but we can come back here. So I'm going to drop a bunch of coal right here. I don't need 21 pieces. 10 is sufficient. We're going to find more. All right.
I can't feel my feet.
Yeah, well, you're going to get even colder than that here in a second. Once you pick up your matches, you can light a torch or make torches and enter this cave. If you're careful, you can toss your torch down and go through. We're not going to do that. We're going to do the normal thing that we do, which is take off all our clothes so that none of it gets wet. Actually, yeah, I'm going to do that too.
It's so cold.
And we're going to walk through and go in the cave. And we're going to grab our lantern out since we have it. How heavy does she think she is? Okay, we'll put that back on for now, but we're going to need to take it back off once we go a little bit further. It's warm in here. We'll be okay for a little bit. Okay, so we're going to get the deer. This may be dinner.
God, yeah. Freezing.
Yeah, I know. You're freezing. So terrible. It's fine. You go right in that door, right around this corner. There will be a little cache box. And this cache box will have a whetstone, a wool air wrap, ragged combat pants, and some crackers. And those ragged combat pants are going to replace these things once we get to that point. So let's see. Actions. Go ahead and repair them. That probably was a bad idea. I might have just used up a bit of too much of that stuff. No, we're okay. Cool. I just wanted to make sure they were up and kind of repaired. So let's put this out. And let's go see how much is on this deer. Hey, stop. Stop. Holster. Pick the sticks up. Let's see how much is on this deer. Not much, not worth my time. Okay, let's get on forward then. We'll kick our lantern back up. And I'm going to move through this cave to the top section of where I need to go, but I want to check something first. Now, we can kind of work our way through. There's many different directions that you need to go. I think this is a dead end that I just want to pick that up from. Yeah, there's just a dead end and a... Is it any good?
I think I can use this.
Not really. You can stay right there. Not until later. But I kind of want to move on through this cave reasonably quickly, because there will be another waterfall. And since we have our lantern, I don't have to do the torch trick. I can just walk through it and relight the lantern. Thank you. And then I can put our clothes back on. Put the good one on. Oh, nuts, I forgot to take that off. Oh, whatever. Just put it on for right now. We'll sort it out in a minute. No, you go on the outside. You go right there. You go right there. And you... I'm getting my feet wet standing in this water, aren't I? God dang it. Whatever. We're okay. That's fine. Keep moving. We'll be all right. We're going to have to warm up in a second. And let's see. Is that a good torch?
I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take it. Now, I'm going to climb this, and maybe, just maybe, it's going to be here. No, it's not. There's occasionally a corpse that spawns right there. And this last time that I played through this, that corpse was here, and his backpack was right here, and that's where the climbing socks were. So, alrighty. What I am going to do, I think, at this point, we've been plenty long for this episode. Let's get us to a spot where we know where we can actually continue on forward and kind of get ready to make the night happen. I think there's a nice big... Okay, that's that direction. I already went the wrong way. There's a big room over here that we need to go to because we need to get to the top of the hill anyway. Coal, and a piece of wood. We're going to stop and make ourselves a nice little place. This should be the exit that I want, correct? Should be the exit that I want. Yes, this is the exit I want. Okay, so we're going to spend the night in the cave here, and we're going to call this episode done. So I'm going to make myself a nice little campsite, and then we're going to get ready to explore the other ice cave and see whether or not we can find something cool in it. So I just need to find a flat spot, lay down my bedroll. I think I can do that like right here, right? Nope, dang it. We're plenty long on this one. Okay, I think at that point we'll be all right. I'm going to put my bedroll down somewhere, right around in wherever I can find a flat spot for it, and we will continue on in the next episode where we will explore the next batch of ice caves that should take us to a different location altogether, and then maybe get a couple of things done. There's the green spot. Okay, cool. And can I put a fire down in here somewhere? Yes, I can. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get her ready to go to bed. We're going to make a little bit of a fire in here, and I'm going to dry my clothes out, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. We're going to continue on in Hush River next time. Bye now.